So the Sandman X. Overall, from the shooter's perspective, the suppressor performs very well. Definitely results in a much softer recoil pattern. In this case, we were firing from an Adams Arms short stroke piston system, which definitely also helped with gas management and recoil. Very minimal gas was going to the face, which made for a very pleasant shooting experience. The unique baffle design of the Sandman X comes from the Lazarus, which utilizes 3D printed Triskelion baffle designs that are proprietary to Deadair suppressors. It makes a much better flow-through suppressor than traditional K baffles. The Sandman X uses half and half Triskelion at the beginning and then the rest with clipped K baffles at the end. Overall, my thoughts on the suppressor are it is very well made, very well machined, and it offers a much more pleasurable shooting experience than traditional non-suppressed shooting. Okay, so now we're going to do some baseline testing for the Sandman X. We're going to go ahead and put some rounds downrange without the suppressor on, and then kind of check some zero. And then afterwards we're going to put the suppressor on and get some perspective shots. We're going to get downrange sound profile as well as at the shooter's ear. And then we'll do some durability testing and see what goes on from there. Okay, so that sets the baseline over at the shooter's ear. Now we're going to go down range and put a mic up and see what it sounds like coming from the receiving end. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do the Sandman X shooter's perspective. We're going to try some different gas settings. I have an adjustable gas block on here. Right now I have it wide open. And then we're going to go ahead and shoot a few rounds wide open to see if it has any difference than shooting it on suppress mode, which is half gas. Okay, so I have adjusted the gas system for suppressor mode. Let's see if there's any difference in felt recoil. So there's definitely a difference. It's way softer in half gas. However, there's just not enough power to recycle or to cycle the weapon. It seems to jam up. It's definitely a lot softer shooting on half gas, but it's just not enough to reliably recycle the weapon. So I have the suppressor gas setting engaged. So we'll see how it works in the optimized form for suppressors. Definitely very soft shooting. You notice the difference from full gas for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off in full gas setting. Just so you know, this is a hot motherfucker. Okay, we're back to full gas. Recoil impulse is a lot harder on the full gas setting, for sure. Sound suppression at the shooter's perspective is much better than without the suppressor, of course. I don't get a lot of gas back in my face, which is pretty good. It's supposed to be due to the Triskelion baffle design. So supposedly the Sandman X differs from the rest of the Sandman line because the first half of the suppressor utilizes their 3D printed Triskelion baffle design, which is supposed to be better for the flow through. The other half of the baffles are regular K baffles. Everything seemed to be machined pretty well in there, and I think the Triskelion definitely makes a difference because I didn't feel a lot coming back in my face. It could also be my gas block. I am using a short stroke piston system on this weapon. It's custom built weapon. It's not off the shelf. I built this one myself. The gas block I'm using for this is a mid-length Adams Arms adjustable gas block, but I'm using the older school version with the Picatinny on there. I didn't like the newer stuff, and it seems to work really well. I don't have any complaints. Operated just fine, very smooth. The half gas setting seems to be unreliable. Sometimes it'll fail to eject. I don't think there's enough power. Sometimes because of probably the flow through design is taking a lot of that gas that would be used in, say, more traditional suppressor design, which the half gas setting probably would be optimal for that. But I think I'm going to go ahead and keep this in full gas just because of the reliability of it. I can count on it recycling every time.
All right, let's see what we got here. So way better from the shooter's perspective. From back here, from behind the muzzle, sounds a lot better, a lot quieter, a lot more tame. But being downrange, when I'm downrange, it definitely sounds, it's about the same. You're not really getting much of a break from the sound, but it definitely from behind it, a lot better, a lot smoother. I like it.
Did it exceed my expectations today? Not really, but it did definitely meet them.